She needs to get back in here at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, she has.
I want her here because I need a message gotten to that office right away. Court calls case People versus Don Lee.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Lee, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Don Lee.
All right. Okay, where are we on this case?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a driver's license case, and I have discussed this with Mr. Lee. He will be accepting the offer extended to plead to MCL 257.326.
So, Your Honor, I'd move to add count 2 of MCL 257.326, allowing an ineligible person to drive. You accept that guilty plea to add count 2. I move to dismiss count 1.
Let's have Mr. Lee's one.
Raise your hand. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Don Lee.
This court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible driver.
The judge carefully explained the charge to the defendant, stating that operating a motor vehicle under these circumstances was a misdemeanor, carrying a possible sentence of up to 90 days in jail, along with a fine and court costs. After confirming that the defendant understood the consequences, the court asked whether he still wished to plead guilty. The defendant answered yes. The judge then reminded him that a guilty plea meant giving up the right to a trial and the constitutional protections that come with it. After confirming that his attorney had explained those rights and that he had no questions, the court accepted that the plea was made knowingly and voluntarily.
Rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody promise you anything other than what's stated here today on the record to get you a plea? Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily?
Yes.
Of your own free will? Because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
On the date of February 10th, 2024, Michigan Road near Moon Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Did you have custody or control of a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you allow someone who is otherwise ineligible to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
Just very briefly, Your Honor. Mr. Lee is asking that the court consider sentencing him to time served. I do acknowledge he wasn't arraigned on this case until September 19th and only has 9 days credit, albeit he was not being held on this case. Outside of that, I just leave it in the court's discretion.
Anything you want to say, Mr. Lee?
And I just wanted to get this over with and keep him going.
You come back on the other thing tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
He's up on the 8th.
On the 8th.
For exam, Your Honor.
Just trying to recall, when I put you into custody, did we set an exam? Is that what
Yes.
we did?
Exam is on the 8th.
Before me?
No, it's before Judge Burke.
Okay. All right, I'll take a look at that because I just, all right.
I think I have the file out, Aaron. Did the court have a question I could help with?
Well, I put him into custody, but I know I told him I was going to take a look at that on the remand into custody on it because it came as a result of a police report regarding something else happening.
Yes, it was because there is a new case that is coming down the pipe, to which Ms. Blanche said that the warrant was going to be authorized that day, I believe. Mr. Lee advises, and I don't see anything to contradict that, he hasn't been arraigned on that new charge yet, however, but the 2 ones that he was in front of Your Honor for last week for PCC are set for exam, both cases in front of Judge Burke on October 8th. He's represented by Sam Bernstein in one and the public defenders in the other.
Okay, so my question becomes all right, that's right. That refreshes my memory. Where's that other case? Because the thing, I'm not asking.
Okay.
You don't know.
I know I ain't been arraigned on it.
No, I know, but I'm trying, because
The court then turned to the defendant's custody status. The judge reviewed the earlier bond decision and explained that the defendant had been expected to appear on another pending case as well. Because that matter had not yet arrived before the court, the defendant remained in custody on the existing felony charges, scheduled for examination. The judge expressed frustration over the delay, noting that the additional case should have already been processed. Defense counsel confirmed that this matched their understanding of the situation.
Arraigned on that new case, but the two cases that are already set for exam in front of Judge Burke, currently his bond is $15,000 on each of those cases.
correct.
It was,
I get that. What?
you raised it was a PI bond and you raised it up.
I put it up because of the representation of these other cases, but those other cases were supposed. What's the status of that other case?
Your Honor, Ashley Lottie, for the people on behalf of talk about these other matters. So if I'm reading this correctly, other cases was a resisting and obstructing case that was supposed to be coming down. Is that, Ms. Page, is that correct?
I don't think that was, it was involving a car accident and some other stuff.
I don't know the exact charges that were to be authorized, but I know the incident date was before the ones that are currently set for exam. That
Right.
being said,
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, where is that case? Because my problem here is that, and Mr. Lee is certainly not always the most cooperative person in the world, and he knows that. But he got remanded because his other case was coming down.
Correct.
And so I'm trying to, and I think there was a representation that it had been signed off or it was someplace. And the expectation was that case was going to get sworn out. While in custody, he'd be arraigned. And then there would be, based upon the facts of that case, a bond set that was likely or may have, I won't say, I can't say for sure, may have kept him in custody, which is why I did what I did.
That was my understanding, Your Honor.
I just need a little bit more information.
Go, look.
So I want to understand, Mr. Lee was last before the court for PCCs. The court is saying on the 26th or the 18th.
I think it was a week ago,
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
it? I think it was,
The 20,
I think it was the 26th he was before me.
I have some help helping right now. So the new case, which does appear to be related to fleeing and eluding charges, dated date of incident 8/29/9/20 to 9/2. It appears that case was authorized, signed by my office on 9/26. And I don't see.
That's what was indicated to the court on the record, that it was signed off on 9/26. But then there was a representation that it was going to get sworn to. It was signed off by your office. I think that's what was represented to me. It was going to get sworn to so that Mr. Lee could be arraigned on it.
My understanding is that Magistrate Fink signed that case on September 30th. It is likely,
Well, then why hasn't he been arraigned?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It may be in a stack of things that are waiting to be entered. That's been happening.
Oh,
I don't.
no, that will not happen. Miss,
Can you tell me what the jurisdiction is?
Yes.
It's not.
It's
not in.
Ypsilanti City. It's Ypsilanti City.
it's a city case?
No, I showed us.
It's a sheriff's office. It's a sheriff's office arrest that occurred in Ypsilanti City.
I showed the 14B.
Okay, so it's on the line. Said the swear out was on the 30th. Yeah.
I have a police officer.
Oh, really?
Yes, that helps.
So, whoa. Is that what the log notes indicate?
Yes,
So there are no charges?
correct. It says court does not find probable cause.
Okay.
Okay. Just hold. That's what it says?
Yes.
So there is no case?
Can I confirm the police report number for that? Yeah, I have it up. Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department report number 24-67821. I have 68821. I don't know if that's a typo, but.
And?
I'm checking with felony.
Yes, and while you're checking with them, have me bring them Mr. Lee's other 2 cases that are set for the 8th. Immediately. That's the last one I have. No.
No.
Okay, let's. Mr. Lee, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have them take you back
Okay.
and what
All right.
court does. I haven't said shit, right?
You did not.
Okay, I took the plea.
As the hearing continued, the court recalled 2 felony cases involving the defendant. The assistant public defender formally entered an appearance on behalf of her client and confirmed that he was present in the courtroom. The judge identified the case numbers for the record and confirmed that both matters were felony proceedings. With both sides present and ready, the court prepared to move forward with the next stage of the criminal case.
I still have to sentence him on the driving wheel or the operating wheel. So we've taken a look at it. That complaint that I put Mr. in custody on was not, there was no probable cause found. And so that was not, done. And I'm going to say this. They knew the reason. Mr. Lee understood what I was doing and putting me into custody. The prosecutor's office, I think, was given the representation made to this court, was under an obligation to contact this court immediately upon notification that those charges were not brought, knowing that that affected Mr. Lee's liberty. And I'm not happy that I wasn't contacted at all. Anything you want to say before I sentence him on his misdemeanor?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I would just reiterate his request be sentenced to time served on that misdemeanor.
Fines and costs of $250. Those fines and costs are waived in their entirety. 90 days suspended on that case. With reference to his felony matters, those will continue to preliminary examination on October 8th before Judge Burke. Bond on those cases, both will be set at personal recovery.
Can you quickly say about the previous conditions that were in fact with the
The conditions will remain. They never left.
Thank you.
It's just they took his liberty on something that didn't get authorized. You're going to be free to go, Mr. Lee.
I'm going home today.
You're going to be let out, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Court's going to stand in recess.
All rise. Thank you, Your Honor. The 14th District Court for County of Washtenaw, State of Michigan is now back in session. The Honorable Judge J. Sutton to preside.
Has the state prosecutor left?
I think so.
She needs to get back in here because I'm going back on the record on Mr. Lee. I don't know who else has that case. You may be seated, folks. Yes.
Yeah, that's it all.
At 1 o'clock?
Yeah, she has.
I want her here because I need a message gotten to that office right away.